Hello friends, good morning. Welcome to the Gate Coach. Let me introduce the Gate Coach first. Gate Coach is a pioneer coaching institute established in 1997. It was the first Gate coaching institute in North India. From the first batch itself, we started with the concerned subject, that is chemical engineering. And the Gate Coach is known for producing the result from the first batch itself. We are producing consistent results, and not only the consistent results, but also the best selection ratio. Best selection ratio means how many students are getting admission in the Gate Coach and how many are getting selected. In fact, every year, 40 to 60 students from the top 100 are from the Gate Coach. There is no PSU in India in which there is at least few physicians working there. Further, the Gate Coach is having an experienced faculty panel. It is having enriched study material, well-designed test series, and number of other things that we will discuss in next few minutes. Ankush sir is there from IIT Delhi. He is from chemical engineering and is having the vast experience of 9 years of teaching, and he will tell you further about the panel and about this particular coaching.
Thank you, sir. Hello, friends. As sir suggested that we have the experienced faculty panel, and the best thing about our faculty panel is that every faculty is expert in their own subject. Okay. On the first, we have Dr. A.K. Saluja sir with us. He is having the experience of more than 40 years, former HOD of DCE, and was the interview panelist of many government organizations in India like UPSC. He is expert in heat transfer and thermodynamics. Then we have Mr. Varun sir. He was the part of PSU himself for 3 years and having a teaching experience of more than 9 years in this field. And he is the expert in fluid mechanics, mechanical operation, aptitude and mathematics. Mr. Bhushar sir, in chemical engineering, he is doing his research in various international universities. So he will tell about all of them by himself. And he is the expert in process dynamics control, plant design economics and chemical technology. Mr. Priyansh sir, he is the executive director here himself, and he also takes some classes of aptitude sometimes. Okay, and it is a blessing for all of us when he takes the classes because he has the experience, teaching experience of more than 20 years. And myself, I discuss the subjects like chemical reaction engineering, solution thermodynamics, mass transfer, and process calculation. So that is our pool, guys. So how our institute is going to help you and how a student can get a very good rank in GATE exam. So for that, I am going to discuss few things with our faculty panel. And I'm sure that these things are going to help you in that. So my first question is from Mr. Jensen. As sir, you said that the Gate Coach has a very good selection ratio from 1997. It means it's been almost 24 years. So may I ask that on what facts we are saying that we have a good selection, best selection ratio, and how to decide that?
Okay, we do not claim that. In fact, that is certified by the NPIU, National Program Implementation Unit, a body of MHRD. And we got selected to teach under TechUp 3 program because of this very fact. In fact, if you say how many students qualify GATE exam, there are more than 85% students qualify GATE exam. But when we say selection, we claim the selections of the students, they either join PSU or they go into top 5 IITs, right? So on this basis, we got selected to teach under the TechUp program. There was one of the major criteria to teach under TechUp was to having a good selection ratio. And there was 18 different institutes from all over the country. And this was the age that we are having the best selection ratio in the country. We got selected. And the reason is we teach in small batches. Right. So this is one of the important things. We are having the faculty panel definitely, and we are having the experience also, and we teach, we concentrate in each and every student. This is the reason we have got best selection ratio in the country. See, The number of results the different institute they produce, there are a number of different things that I don't want to discuss here. But how many students they get enrolled in the GATE coach and how many they get selected, that everyone knows. That is a known fact in the market, right? So please.
Yes, thank you, sir. I hope this thing will help the students to decide to figure out the selection issue. Why we are claiming that? As they can see, some of our old students are there on the results banner. So we have Dr. A.K. Saluja sir here. Sir, I want to ask one thing that as a student, which is a better way to study in coaching institute, in a small batch size or in a large batch size?
In a small batch size, things are always excellent because the students and the teachers, they are having eye-to-eye contact. The student is not hesitating to ask his doubts, and the teacher also feels very comfortable to clear the doubts. So that we are not just going as per the previous papers, we are going as a whole throughout the entire course. Because many times for the last 10 years, no question has been asked from a particular portion. And even if this time we have also left, the students will be disgusted. So we try to cover the entire syllabus, right from ABC to XYZ, so that any question, any time asked, the students are well equipped. So that is possible only when the batch size is quite small. So here in GATE coach, we try to make sure that the student batch never exceeds 100. The moment the students are becoming 90, 95, we try to plan for a new batch. So in this way, we may have 3 batches, 4 batches. We may be required to repeat n number of times. The teachers don't mind, because our aim is to make the students very clear about the subjects.
Thank you, sir. And on this note, sir, students normally have doubts, like I have completed my BTech and now I want to go for further studies or for any job in government organization. So they have to decide whether they are going for self-study or for a coaching institute. And nowadays, as we can see, there are so many coaching institutes in India. It means like anyone can start their own coaching. As such, like in last year lockdown, there are so many people who started their own coaching, having zero experience of that how should a coaching run. Okay, so on this note, I have some questions. So my first question is from you, Jen sir, that is it a good idea to join in a new coaching institute?
See, there's one thing that nobody can replace, that's what we call experience, right? So experience is one thing, like teacher, like Dr. Saluja sir, right? He has the idea, even he has the idea if this particular IIT is conducting exam this time, what kind of questions will appear in the GATE exam, right? And if this is there, nobody can replace this particular thing, right? See, other than this, say the study material is there, like that develops over the year, that cannot be developed overnight, right? So that particular study material that we update every year according to GATE pattern, according to kind of questions, according to the new syllabus, right? And other than this, number of questions that appear in the study material as well as the test series, right? So the test series question is also one of the very, very important thing. Once you practice that, you have the same feeling, you should have the same idea how you're going to appear in the GATE exam. Because those are the 3 hours in which you're going, that is going to decide your future, right? So if you want to get all these things on a best way, then you must join our Experience Institute, which is having all these things with them, and that so that you'll get a clear-cut idea how to prepare. You will be able to save your time, you will be able to do a smart study. Another thing, the teachers, those are teaching over the years, they know what kind of questions appear in the exam and how to solve them easily. I should not say that is a trick, but that is the idea that teacher generates in the class. They are having the idea that how to solve these questions easily in a smaller time frame, right? Because you have about 3 hours and sometimes the question paper is so lengthy, not able to reach up to the last question. So time management is always very, very important.
Like it was in 2019.
Yeah, it was in 2019, you know how lengthy the paper was, right? So all the teachers, they know because they are teaching since number of years. The experience is always better. Nobody will suggest you to join a new institute. Definitely not.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir, for your valuable points. Which students I think you should consider while you are deciding that in which institute you should go. Okay, because I know that when you are going for a dinner or for a lunch with your family, you always go in a reputed hotel or restaurant which are serving the food from past many years. You don't go in a newly open hotel with your family on a very first time.
Another important thing, Ankush sir, that our results are there to prove that how we are teaching, and
Yes.
anybody can check that, and anybody can come and watch how we are teaching, how big our classrooms are, how the teachers are teaching. They will come to know. Once they will come here, they will come to know what is the quality. The quality matters.
It's a quality if it is in terms of experience, so it definitely matters, because I know there are many institutes where some of our students, means my students, are teaching.
Yes.
Okay, so I am not doubting on their caliber, but I know experiences matter, because that's the thing I have learned from Dr. A.K. Salvia sir.
Yes.
So on this note, Varun sir, I have one question to you as well. Like in an institute, one faculty is teaching many subjects, or one faculty is teaching only few subjects as per his expertise. So what will be the good thing for a student?
Thank you, Ankush sir. So I would like to tell you that if a particular faculty is teaching only a few subjects, let us say one subject or two subjects, so we can say that the particular faculty is an expert in that particular subject, right? Because there is a saying in English that jack of all trades, master of none. So we should always learn from the master, right? So that is what is happening nowadays also, because as you know that it is happening everywhere. So one faculty is teaching more than 10 subjects, 15 subjects. I'm not doubting their caliber. They must be teaching very good, but they are not masters of their subjects, right? So in GATE coach, for example, a faculty is teaching hardly 2 or 3 subjects maximum, right? So we can say that the particular faculty has a lot of experience and he teaches up to the best caliber.
So what will be good for you? Is it a good thing for a student or not?
Yes, it is always better to learn from a master, as I said, right? So it is always better to learn from that faculty who teaches only a few subjects, not all the subjects.
And he will get the variety as
Yes,
well.
yes, correct.
Like he can discuss his doubts
Yes,
with
correct.
any one of them.
Correct.
He will get many of the
Yes,
solutions.
correct.
Okay, thank you, Varun sir. And one more thing I want to ask you.
Okay.
As he was having All India rank 120 in GATE exam in civil engineering. So he must, where we know that in civil engineering there are lack of students who appear. So obviously it is difficult to get All India rank 120 in civil engineering exam as compared to chemical engineering where I got 120 rank, similar rank. So sir, what was your strategy during that time when you prepared? Which a student should see, which a student should follow for the next upcoming GATE exam?
Okay. So actually I have been giving GATE exam since 2014. So this year also I get 175 All India rank.
Wow.
Thank you. So the main focus which I believe is that a student should focus is practice, right? For example, you have learnt a concept. Let us say that you have learnt a concept of Pascal's law in fluid mechanics. So you should solve at least 50 numericals from the Pascal's law to further understand that particular concept in deep. So my only focus is always to solve more and more questions from that particular topic. If I talk about myself, whenever I prepare for the GATE exam, for example, a particular topic is there, at least I try to solve at least 100 numericals from that particular topic. It might be more than that, until unless don't have a feeling that yes, this concept has become a very concrete concept of me. Then until and unless I keep on solving the numericals, I keep on solving the questions. So practice makes a student perfect.
That's why you give so many assignments to our students.
Yes, correct.
Okay, thank you, Varun sir. So now guys, I have Mr. Bhushan sir with us. He is working with various foreign universities on some good research projects, future research projects, which you will get to know by himself. And sir, can you tell something about students about your research and something?
So currently I am doing my research in designing and in process dynamics and control. In designing, we are actually optimizing the different plants, their efficiencies. So and in designing also, we are designing currently different equipments. Like if you are designing the cooling tower, so you are designing the cooling tower so for have a better heat transfer capability. If you have a better heat transfer capability, you can easily have a good equipment. It's a good equipment. And in my earlier days, when I am searching for a good coaching institute, I was my foremost priority is the better selection ratio a coaching institute have, and better expert faculty panel, and the student teacher interaction. If the coaching institute have a good student faculty interaction, student can easily have a good doubt clear session, and student can clear easily their doubts. If the student clears their doubt easily, they can have a good grip on a particular subject, so he or she can score a good rank in GATE.
Thank you, Kushal. So, based on this discussion, friends, I think as Chen sir said, Saluja sir said, Varun sir and Bhushan sir said, and my experience itself, that in any coaching institute, like I have one agenda in my life, one policy in my life, which I always follow from my birth time. Okay, my father used to say that if you want to learn anything, then always learn from the expert. That's why I always go for those things, always go to my seniors, professors who are expert in their field from my childhood, in school days, in BTech, in coaching institute as well. So, sir, same thing for these students as well. I hope they also like to learn everything from the experts. So, why should they join GATE Coach? As a coaching institute, as you are saying, we are the pioneer institute, what we can give to these students?
The simple answer is we are much better than others.
There's no comparison.
There's no comparison at all. Right. The first thing is we are having the expert faculty panel. Second thing, we teach in a small batches. The faculty students ratio are less. Another important thing is the faculty, our faculty panel, they interact with each and every student. Right. Like we clear each and every doubt. We start, like Sylvester said, we start from ABC, we go up to XYZ. We teach up to notch higher from the GATE level, so that in only that exam stuff on a particular year, the students will be able to solve those questions. Right. Further, we are having the best study material. We are having the best test series. Right. And we are having the best result after all. Right. So finally, the result matters. You are joining any of the institute to get selected, to make your future. Right. To save your time. Right, to reach to a particular destination. So definitely you will not like to lose, not to take any chance while you are choosing your career. Right, you should join a course which will cover your syllabus on time, which will give you time to revise the whatsoever you have studied, because revision is again very important.
Yes,
Friends.
in the last
Right?
3 months before the exam, we have the
We have to
revision
finish
classes.
syllabus for any of the batch around 15th of December. So you'll get enough time to revise each and everything, and you have to time to like Varun sir said, you will have time to solve m number of questions. That will give confidence. So very importantly, the GATE coach has all of them. You can come here, join hands with us, and we assure you that you will reach to the height of your career. Thank you.
I've seen normally the student, whenever he goes to any coaching institute, he asks for the study material. Study material is not something new. This is all what you had studied during 4 years of your stay in the regular engineering college. So whatever books you were very much conversant, you shouldn't change the books. You should continue with the same books. Only thing is what you can have test series. New test series, new questions, try to solve them and make sure that each and every question you shouldn't take more than 3 to 4 minutes. Very few questions you can solve hardly in half a minute. Few questions may take little more time. On the average, make sure that in 3 hours you should be able to solve 65 questions comfortably. Comfortably, I mean 15 to 20 minutes you should have left so that you can revise once again the questions which you thought you are just doing casually. You may little spend more time to make sure that there is no likelihood of any mistake. So I would like that students shouldn't look in for the study material, they should look in for the test series, previous papers, their solutions. Every coaching institute is providing the solutions. If I were to appear in the GATE examination, I'll make sure that at least last 20 years papers must be on my fingertips. So this is all what I can say that the student should prepare.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
I hope, guys, this discussion will be helpful for all of you to decide what to do and where to go so that you can get a very good rank in GATE exam. And at last, I just want to conclude on one thing with the Jen sir. Sir, can you please share the things about the course details we have to our students?
Definitely, we are having classroom coaching, and definitely it is having edge over online coaching. But in the difficult times, if you want to join online because of any reason, then we are having live classes. We are having recorded classes. We are having our study material. We also offer test series, and these all courses will be of the best quality and at an optimum rate. Our charges are also very optimum compared to the any other courses available in the market. And quality wise, they are much above, much better than any institute that we can guarantee.
Thank you, sir.